Bonjour encore. So today we're going to talk about the past tense, the passé composé. So what is the passé composé? Well, the word passé tells you that this is the past tense, the thing that's already come to pass. It's what happened in the past. The word composé in a tense in French means that this is a compound tense. It's made of more than one part. Specifically, it's made of two parts. Now, what are these two parts? They are the helping verb and the past participle of the main verb. The helping verb is just there to support the past participle. It does not really have a meaning of itself in the sentence. There are two possible helping verbs, avoir, to have, and être, to be. So make sure you know how to conjugate those two verbs. Now, if you're using avoir with the passé composé, most of the verbs in the French language take that as their helping verb. You have to use the conjugated form of the verb avoir that goes with your subject, and then with that you use the past participle of the main verb in the sentence. Now, how do you make a past participle? That depends on what type of verb you have. Regular verbs, er, ir, re verbs, have a regular way of making past participles. So if it's an ER verb, most ER verbs, actually all ER verbs, will replace the ER with the E accent aigu. It'll sound the same as the infinitive, but it's spelled differently. Not all, most IR verbs replace the IR ending of the infinitive with just a plain I. And RE verbs replace that RE with a U. So those are the three main patterns. There are, of course, irregular patterns. Most irregular verbs are also irregular when they form their past participle. Here's a list of the ones that we've had, including the ones on our Mrs. Dr. Vandertramp list. Make sure that you know what these verbs mean and which past participle goes with which verb. Now, a little bit of practice just with avoir verbs. Some are regular, some are irregular. As always, each screen will show you the answers to one question until you get down to number 10. So go ahead and work on these on your own. Make sure that you understand what you're doing. Now, you'll notice that some of these have separated the helping verb from the past participle. That's because they have a short common adverb that's attached to the verb. Most adverbs come after the verb. So it comes after the conjugated verb most of the time. And that's why in number 2 it says on a bien mangé instead of on a mangé bien. Same thing with number 7, nous avons beaucoup dormi instead of nous avons dormi beaucoup. You can say it the other way, it's just not as standard as putting the adverb in between the two parts of the verb. Okay, let's go on. What if it's not one of these avoir verbs? There are only a handful of verbs that require être as their helping verb. Okay? These would be all of the reflexive verbs, but not all the time. Eventually we'll talk about when they're not used with être. But for now, just remember that if it has the je, me, or tu, te, il, se, those kind of verbs require the verb être for their helping verb. And also all the Mrs. Dr. Vandertramp verbs. What are the Mrs. Dr. Vandertramp verbs? See if you can remember them before you turn to the next slide. Here they are. How did you do? There are others that you could put on this list, and unfortunately some that are on this list are what we call two-way verbs. Sometimes they use avoir, sometimes they use être. There is a reason and a rule for that, but we will talk about that at another time. Now, when you use a form of the verb être, you treat the past participle like an adjective. Être connects things that are equal. It's like an equal sign. So that means that just like an adjective, the past participle has to agree with the subject, whether it's masculine, feminine, whether it's singular, plural. So look at the three examples. Marc is one guy, so you don't put anything on the end of your past participle. Marie est arrivée, you add this E because she is feminine. Il, plural, requires an S on the end. If we would have elle, plural, it would require an ES. So you treat that past participle just like an adjective. Okay, here's some practice for you. Go ahead and look at these and go ahead and try them.